Narendra Modi has landed in the capital. That's the cavalcade of Narendra Modi arriving at the international airport, Indira Gandhi International Airport in the capital. He's come out of the jeep and he's looking at his supporters. Remember, he will not be in an open jeep because there is a threat, as security personnel have told headlines today. But he's come out, he's giving the V sign, waving to his supporters, hundreds of them, at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. This cavalcade is going to move through Delhi. There he is, Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi, winning a massive mandate, brimming with confidence after guiding the Bharatiya Janata Party-led National Democratic Alliance to a massive win in the Lok Sabha elections. Yesterday, when he had that rally in Gandhinagar, he said one phrase which has become part of his election lexicon, if you want to call it, कि अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. Good days are about to start, and that is what many of his supporters and those who have voted for him are hoping for. The expectations are high, as many who've been writing about this election have said, just as high as the numbers that Narendra Modi and his government has been given. And Narendra Modi will be moving through the IGI airport, or rather from the IGI airport, through the streets of Delhi to the BJP headquarters, where the BJP Parliamentary Board will be meeting. It's a victory march, and all along the way, BJP supporters are lining up the way to welcome their leader, the top brass of the BJP also there. The 7 members of Parliament of the BJP who won from Delhi are at the airport, and there are strict security deployment along the way. The supporters are not being allowed to move on or come on to the roads, A, to avoid any kind of confusion, and B, to ensuring there are no traffic snarls. This has been extremely categoric. The other big development at this point is that as far as the BJP is concerned, they want to make sure that this entire process is extremely smooth, and there is a high security risk also, is what sources are telling us. So they do not want to have any kind of untoward incident. Ashish Maharishi is joining us from Dhaula Kuan, which is on the way, the route that Narendra Modi will be taking. Ashish, we've just seen him arrive. He came out of the car. In fact, earlier you were mentioning that he will be in a bulletproof car and might not be able to be atop the car as he has been in Vadodara or Varanasi. Here, due to security concerns, he in fact opened the door and stood out, Ashish, as he waved to the crowds.
Very true. In fact, the kind of confidence that he's looming with, it is no doubt about it that, he would like to come out, meet the people, address them, and talk about his victory. Now, here you see the message has come to this place. We are at Dhaula Kuan. Everybody knows that Narendra Modi has arrived, and the moment the message came, you can see the kind of saffron sea here, the kind of saffron flag flying high. You can see the celebrations on my left. You can see people doing bhangra, people playing nagadas, people playing dole. There is a troop from Haryana as well as from Punjab. So these kind of celebrations are here. People with Narendra Modi masks, placards with appreciating Narendra Modi. So lots and lots of expectations, Maruk.
Okay.
That is no doubt about it. That is what we were talking last time as well. There is lots and lots of expectations from Narendra Modi, and people hope that he lives to those expectations, because the kind of expectations, the kind of promises Narendra Modi has made, there is no doubt about it. It's a difficult task for him.
Okay, we're seeing these shots. That's a shot where Narendra Modi came out of the car, stood out as the car was moving and showing the victory sign to his supporters who are standing there. Gaurav Sawant is at the international airport. Gaurav, describe to us what you saw. Are you following the cavalcade?
His cavalcade is still at the airport. It's unable to move. There are thousands and thousands of people have just blocked. They've just blocked their road. They're just not letting the cavalcade move. The Delhi police is finding it so difficult, to try and get people to move, to just leave enough space for Narendra Modi's cavalcade to move. But nobody's relenting. Narendra Modi's security is just failing. They're just failing to try and get people to move. We are right in the middle of it, many. And you can see the Delhi traffic police, in this exuberance, they cannot push back people. but at the same time they have to. There is no alternative. They are now pushing back people just to ensure that the cavalcade can get to move. But the chants of Modi are deafening. The chants of Modi are deafening. And now the RAF has had to move in. The Delhi police, the Delhi traffic police just failed to push back the crowd. The rapid action force, men in their helmets, blue helmets, they have now moved in, pushing people back. And for some reason, they cannot be harsh with these people. Now Narendra Modi is having to change his course. The vehicle, the road it was supposed to take, now it cannot take that road because of the number of people on the road, Maruk. And now, it's like a sea of people. It is unbelievable. It is a storm. It's a storm of people. And very, very desperately. Now the problem is there is no control whatsoever. And this is something that the Delhi police just did not factor in initially. They just did not factor this crowd into their movement.
Gaurav, you get into a better position and we'll come back to you. Stay on the phone line while you're getting into a better position to tell us what's happening. Just to tell our viewers at this point, that is Narendra Modi's cavalcade. He's arrived in the capital just a short while back, and even as he did, he came out. He realizes that the security risk is huge. He's traveling in a bulletproof car. This is the capital. This is not Vadodara or Varanasi, where he felt increasingly safe than he does in the capital, and there are some security alerts that have also been sounded. Now his cavalcade, from what we understood, from what Gaurav was saying, is might not be taking the original route, because so many of the supporters have lined that particular route that they do not want to delay the Prime Minister designate reaching the BJP headquarters, because realizing and hearing the fact that Narendra Modi was landing in the capital, apart from the others who have been brought in by the BJP workers, it seems to be that the streets of Delhi, especially the route that he's taking, have been lined up by hundreds and thousands of BJP supporters. Hundreds and thousands of them at the Indira Gandhi International Airport as well, making it exceedingly difficult for the cavalcade to pass through. Gaurav, are you still with us?
Oh, and now it's no longer in anybody's hands. We cannot decide what direction we are moving in, because now it's just a sea of people and you're just swaying. You are just swaying with the masses. And Modi's cavalcade, Modi, we can barely see him. He's in that bulletproof Scorpio of his, and he just had his arms folded, greeting people, and they're just increasing the layers of security around him. The people are just down to just touch. They're just trying to touch his vehicle. Now the Delhi police say you cannot come so close. You cannot violate that inner cordon. And the people just want a glimpse of Narendra Modi.
But Gaurav, I wanted to just interrupt you there. You mentioned earlier that his route might be changed. Could you elaborate on that?
Police.
Gaurav, if you can hear me.
This is something that the Delhi police will have to factor in. This is a violation. This is now a violation of all the norms, Maruk.
Okay. I think Gaurav, from the sounds of it, is completely engulfed in that sea. We can't see those shots because they'll be coming in through our cameras in just a short while. These are the shots of Narendra Modi arriving in the capital, getting into his car. His cavalcade is following him. He's in a bulletproof car, but he came out of the car and waved to the hundreds and thousands of supporters of Narendra Modi and the BJP who are at the international airport. Narendra Modi is supposed to take the route from the IGI airport in Delhi through various parts of the capital to the BJP headquarters on Ashoka Road, 11 Ashoka Road to be precise. But from what we are hearing, because of the number of people on the streets, perhaps that route might change. We don't have a confirmation of that. That's what Gaurav was telling us. Aditi Narayanan is at the BJP headquarters. I want to go across to her. Aditi, we're seeing how the cavalcade has been engulfed by thousands of BJP and Narendra Modi supporters, and they might be changing their route in order to get to the BJP headquarters where you are faster. Are you hearing anything from the BJP on that?
At this point of time, Maruk, there's no such information that we can get to know from the BJP headquarters. But yes, this is something that was deliberately planned by the BJP as far as the turnout is concerned. The BJP wanted maximum number of people, whether it's the supporters or whether the BJP workers, to be there en route while Narendra Modi travels from the airport to the BJP headquarters, just to show the show of strength amongst the BJP and the supporters of Narendra Modi. However, what Gaurav said, that there might be a change in the plan of Narendra Modi. He might take some other route. That news has not come to the BJP headquarters as of now. Here the preparations are still on. All the top leaders are pouring into BJP office. We have Ravi Shankar Prasad, JP Nadda, Ram Lal, who have already arrived here. We're getting to know that Sushma Swaraj, LK Advani and Arun Jaitley also will arrive here shortly by around 12:30. So everybody is waiting here at the BJP office, where from minutes from now, probably in the next half an hour to 1 hour, Narendra Modi himself will arrive here. Maruk.
Right, even as we see these pictures, Aditi Anand Narayanan, I want you to tell us what his itinerary during the day is likely to be, which is perhaps the reason why the traffic police also wants, and his personal security, to perhaps change his route so that he gets to the BJP headquarters faster.
So Maruk, the official plan for the BJP was that after Narendra Modi arrives at the airport, there's a designated route which was planned for him. That was the particular route where the entire Delhi police force was deployed. In fact, after that, Narendra Modi is expected to reach the BJP headquarters at about 12:30, 12:45. He will come here. There will be a huge welcome that has been planned at the BJP office. There are priests who have been called in from various temples across the national capital. There will be a holy start to Narendra Modi's new beginning, to Narendra Modi's new political beginning, more to say. In fact, after that, Narendra Modi will be attending the BJP Parliamentary Board meeting, which approximately will last for an hour. After that, special arrangements have been made where Narendra Modi will be felicitated by BJP President Rajnath Singh in front of the media, and Narendra Modi is likely to speak to the media, address the media at that point of time. After that, what we are hearing is Narendra Modi will head directly to the airport, from where he will board his private chopper and go off to Varanasi. So this is a plan which has been charted out by the BJP at this point of time, Maruk, for Narendra Modi.
Okay, we are also trying to go back to Gaurav Sawant, who's been following the cavalcade. Those are better shots coming in of the number of people present at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, where Narendra Modi arrived just a short while back. Narendra Modi, along with some of the leaders of the BJP, 7 members of parliament of the BJP who won from Delhi. Remember, there's been a clean sweep as far as Delhi is concerned. 7 out of 7 to the BJP. All of them were present, and so was Nitin Gadkari and Rajnath Singh, and they are part of the cavalcade that is moving through the streets of Delhi. We're trying to get a sense of on the ground on how this cavalcade is likely to move. Gaurav Sawant, is Gaurav Sawant with us? Gaurav, are you there?
I'm right here. Right here. And we just spoke to Meenakshi Lekhi, the New Delhi MP, and Meenakshi was also mobbed. I mean, this picture had to be seen to be believed. The number of Narendra Modi, or Namo Bhakt as those people are called in Twitter parlance, the way they just swarmed on his vehicle and the security vehicles. While it's a major security breach, it's a security protocol breach, but this was something that was unexpected. The police were told that there are a couple of 100 people here. There were more than a couple of 1,000 people here, and the moment they saw Narendra Modi, they just came from left, right and center, waving the saffron flag of the BJP, and they just wanted to touch his vehicle, if not him. At one point of time, Maruk, police had to push people back a little rudely, and then ensure that the cavalcade at least gets to move, gets to leave a little ahead. It still stopped ahead because there are passengers who are waiting to shake his hand. There are others who are waiting to talk to him. And Narendra Modi is now, meeting some BJP leaders here. Meenakshi Lekhi is with us. And Meenakshi Lekhi just said that, there is no way she could have gone in and met Narendra Modi in the kiosk, so to say, that was here at that point of time.
Okay, Gaurav, we are looking at these pictures from other parts of Delhi as well, and we see the heavy deployment of police personnel along the way, and that is the view from Dhaula Kuan, which is the route that the Prime Minister designate is going to be taking. Ashish Mehrishi is there. Ashish, is there any information that you have of the route perhaps being changed in order for the free flow of the cavalcade? Ashish, can you hear me? All right, we'll go to Ashish in just a bit. Gaurav, are you there with me?
With you, and the cavalcade is now just starting to move. Narendra Modi's cavalcade is moving, and now the desperate effort is to ensure that it keeps time as it moves ahead. It's an effort that is being made, but will it be successful remains the big question at this point of time.
Okay, Gaurav, also tell me that as you're going to move along the way, who else is with Narendra Modi? Were there any leaders who came with him from Gandhinagar?
That is something that we just couldn't see if there were leaders who came with him from Gandhinagar. In the kiosk, we saw the Delhi MPs, we saw Nitin Gadkari, we saw Dr. Harshvardhan, we saw some RSS leaders who were here, RSS Karyakartas who were here. But, apart from that, because of the sea of people who were here, there is nothing else that we could see, at this point of time.
Also, Gaurav, as this cavalcade moves, if you could give us a sense, I know you were completely engulfed with all those other hundreds of supporters of Narendra Modi there, but how many cars in this cavalcade is it? And I want a confirmation of that because we want to flash that. Is that, has that route been changed, or is the traffic police going to go ahead with the route that they had planned earlier?
Well, it's going to take the same route. That route has been cleared. Okay. Narendra Modi's route has been completely cleared, and he's going to move on the same way that he moves. The cavalcade has just moved, and we are rushing to follow that cavalcade. Okay. And Meenakshi Lekhi, in fact, is traveling with us in our vehicle as we try and chase that cavalcade of Narendra Modi. As it travels through.
Okay, Gaurav, I'm going to give you a chance to get into your vehicle and follow that cavalcade as we show our viewers pictures of the cavalcade from various points of the capital. Remember, from the Indira Gandhi International Airport, the cavalcade will be travelling to the BJP headquarters on Ashoka Road, 11 Ashoka Road, and through this entire route which goes through various parts of the capital, through Dhaula Kuan and then Teen Murti and finally towards the BJP headquarters, there were indications that perhaps Narendra Modi might stop at a couple of places. Ashish Maharishi, do you see that happening? Him stopping perhaps at Teen Murti, because that's where the Gandhi statue is, and there were some reports that he might be paying a tribute there.
Very true. In fact, there are anticipations that he might stop at certain locations. But, he was supposed to stop at Dhaula Kuan. This was planned by the BJP. There was a temporary structure created here. But then the Delhi police officials, according to them, they were guided by the SPG that he cannot stop because he will recover. So he will not be stopping anywhere en route to 11 Ashoka Road. So now, as of now, it's very doubtful. But yes, as of now, massive security arrangements are in place. Maruf, we see hundreds of people, and mind it, this is national capital of Delhi, where people are basically a middle class society who usually do not come out of those. So, but you can see a sea of people, the samples back flying high in Delhi, where they've got 7 out of 7 seats. It's certainly a big welcome for Narendra Modi. And you can see it on your screen that, equal amount of security with officials are there. Rapid action force is in place, Delhi police is in place, and we are told that such commandos are also in place in near area as well. So he's going to take this route. He's already left airport. He's going to take this route from here to, he's going to hit Garamurti, right, and take Teen Murti and then reach Ashoka Road. So it's very unlikely that he's going to stop anywhere because of the security concerns.
Okay, Ashish, there live from Dhaula Kuan, which is one of the areas that the Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi is going to follow. We're also trying to go across to Gaurav Sawant, but Aditi Anand Narayanan is at the BJP headquarters. Aditi, what happens once Narendra Modi reaches the BJP headquarters?
There's a huge celebration, Maruk, which has been planned. It's a huge welcome, a grand welcome that the BJP workers have planned for Narendra Modi. In fact, as soon as he enters, there will be a small puja. There are pujaris who've been called in from various temples from across the national capital. They are going to be here. There's going to be a holy start for Narendra Modi before he enters the BJP office building to attend the BJP Parliamentary Board meeting. In fact, after Narendra Modi is welcomed by the thousands of BJP workers who will arrive here shortly before Narendra Modi comes here, they are going to welcome him. After that, Narendra Modi will attend the BJP Parliamentary Board meeting. In fact, what we are hearing is that around 12:30, all the senior leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party, L.K. Advani, Sushma Swaraj, Murli Manohar Joshi, Arun Jaitley, all will arrive here at the BJP office well in time to welcome Narendra Modi before he enters, before he comes for the BJP Parliamentary Board meet. After the BJP Parliamentary Board meet, Maruk, there is going to be a felicitation which is going to be made by Rajnath Singh. He will be felicitating the PM designate Narendra Modi in the public view in front of the media. After that, we are hoping that Narendra Modi will also address the press before he leaves for Varanasi. So clearly, there's a lot of excitement amongst the workers here who have been working on Narendra Modi's arrival since yesterday night. There is a lot of security which has been deployed here as well. The entire stretch from 211 Ashoka Road, Maruk, at this point of time has been cordoned off to ensure that it's a smooth sail then for the very first time after the huge victory that the BJP achieved yesterday. Everything goes smoothly and everything goes fine. In fact, even now there are BJP leaders who have been pouring in. We have Ramlal from the RSS, we had JP Nadda, Ravi Shankar Prasad, senior BJP leaders who have already arrived here. They're taking care, looking at the preparations that have been made for Narendra Modi. So all the BJP leaders will be here to welcome Narendra Modi, Maruk.
All our reporters on the ground are reporting on this victory march of the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate and now Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi. Is landed in the capital and making his way to the BJP headquarters through the streets of Delhi. Ashish Maharishi is at Dhaula Kuan, which can roughly be taken as the central point between the airport and the BJP headquarters. How far do you think the cavalcade is from where you are, Ashish?
Very likely that he might reach in another 5-7 minutes because the road is almost empty here, Maruk. Hardly any cars seen on the road from where Narendra Modi has to come. I believe it's another 10 minutes or so he should be here. And people have already lined up. The entire BJP supporters are there with saffron flags. They're there to support Narendra Modi, welcome him in Delhi, and from here he will obviously be going to Varanasi. But certainly big welcome for him in Delhi, as Maruk was telling Maruk that hundreds of thousands of people have gathered at there, and a similar I see here at Dhaula Kuan. So certainly, obviously people will be following him from the airport to the BJP headquarters at 11 Ashoka Road. And it will be interesting to see, because the barricading has been done, security personnel are in place, how these people behave here. Will they come out and in support of Narendra Modi? Will they stop the cavalcade? Will Narendra Modi come out of his car and address these people? These things still need to be seen. But certainly, Maruk, as of now, any moment Narendra Modi should be here. We have two camera teams, one which will show him coming and one which will show him going towards Gyaramurti. So such near on the Sardar Patel Park. So certainly we are trying our best to show our viewers on all the entire route from where he will be taking. We've already shown good pictures of him coming out and waving hands to supporters. So here there's another 5-10 minutes to be here at Dhaula Kuan. So certainly big welcome in Delhi for Narendra Modi.
And Asher Khan is also on the phone line with us. Ashish is at Dhaula Kuan and the next stop along the way. And we're taking you through the entire route. So starting from the IGI airport, first would be Dhaula Kuan as the cavalcade would be moving along. The next one would be Teen Murti. Asher, how's it there? We're seeing hundreds of supporters lining the streets. Is that how Teen Murti is also looking like, which is, a very quiet area of the capital? Okay, we'll go to Asher in just a bit. Shiv Arur is also on the phone line with us. Shiv, it's, the kind of love and affection that has been shown towards Narendra Modi is reflecting on the streets of the capital as well. What's happening where you are at the BJP headquarters?
Well, huge feverish anticipation here at the BJP office, like you just saw in those images behind Aditi a short while ago. Maruk, the numbers of people are increasing by the moment here. Very soon it's going to be a massive crowd. Security obviously has also been deployed in equitable numbers to, make sure that crowd management is not going to be a problem. But, that Vijay Yatra that has started, once it winds down and gets closer to Ashok Road, the entire road will be completely cordoned off like it was yesterday. And Maruk, you can imagine if the road was cordoned off yesterday when Narendra Modi wasn't even in the city, you can imagine what security in central Delhi is going to be like tomorrow. He is the Prime Minister designate, not the Prime Minister just yet. But the kind of security deployment we've seen at the BJP headquarters has been unprecedented. The NSG, there's been a bomb squad that has swept the area as well. An anti-sabotage unit of the Delhi police has swept the entire area as well. BJP cadres, BJP workers, several subsections of the entire campaign, the social media cell, the youth brigades who were all here yesterday are going to be making a return today, obviously, to be here well in time before Narendra Modi comes. Many of them in their thousands are, of course, part of the Yatra itself and will be traveling with that Yatra. But here at the BJP office, it's going to be a grand, spectacular welcome for Narendra Modi when he arrives, Maruk.
Okay, a grand spectacular welcome planned at the BJP headquarters. The numbers are coming in. The crowds are surging to all the areas where Narendra Modi's cavalcade is likely to pass from. Teen Murti is where Ashoka Khan is. He's on the phone line. Ashoka, what's happening there?
Well, I'm at Gyara Murti. A stop before Teen Murti. Narendra Modi is yet to arrive here. But we see a lot of BJP supporters are here from various constituencies of Delhi. Also, the Bharat Swabhiman Trust of Baba Ramdev, lots of volunteers of that are also here. We can see BJP flags as we were showing you since morning. A lot of BJP flags which are here. There are caps Modi for PM. They are here. Lots of hoardings have been put up by the Bharat Swabhiman Trust and also by the Bharatiya Janata Party. So clearly, all along the way, one can see that crowds have come out. These are BJP supporters. This is the BJP cadre. They are all here to wave to Narendra Modi. A little while back, Rajnath Singh also crossed past this place where he waved to the crowd here. As you can constantly hear behind me, there are people here with dhols, with Chennai and also shouting slogans of Narendra Modi.
Okay, we're seeing some new pictures of Narendra Modi's cavalcade. Ashoka Khan is live from Gyara Murti, and we also have Ashish Maharishi who's in Dhaula Kuan. That's along the way. Just to give you a sense, we'll also have that map put out which gives you an idea of where exactly the cavalcade is moving from. The IGI airport. Narendra Modi inside that cavalcade. If you can see those pictures, he's waving at the crowds. He's showing them the victory sign as his supporters lining the streets of the capital. What a victory it has been for this man, the biggest mandate since 1984, and the first time since then that a single party has managed to secure majority on its own in the Lok Sabha. He addressed his several of his supporters in Vadodara yesterday, and today he might hold a press conference. We are not too sure about it. We've been following, and those are better shots as our cameras are moving along with the cavalcade. All those security personnel surrounding the cavalcade of Narendra Modi as he's inching along. And those are people, those are not just BJP supporters, the people of Delhi who've come out to look at their leader. He's got a massive mandate, a triple century for Narendra Modi and the BJP. And you can hear chants of Namo along the way as his supporters as well as BJP workers moving with the cavalcade. Ashish Maharishi in Dhaula Kuan. Is he there, Ashish? Ashish, can you hear me?
Yes, Maruk, I can, Maruk. Please, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just asking you, we're seeing these pictures and, these pictures are quite dramatic because after the cavalcade, there are a whole lot of other cars also. I'm assuming part of them is, part of regular traffic. But where are you, and are you seeing any signs of the cavalcade arriving there?
Not really, I have not been able to witness the cavalcade as of now, but I anticipate because the kind of, the people who have gathered here and the kind of celebrations they are doing, it is anticipated that we should be any moment here now because his cavalcade, I believe, is moving at a swift pace now. The people have welcomed him. People are on the streets, and mind you, this is national capital of Delhi, where, national capital where, people usually don't come out of their houses. But yes, this man, Narendra Modi, has been able to garner, the kind of support that he was looking forward to, a massive mandate. For the first time in 30 years, we are seeing a political party with clear-cut mandate. So more than 280 seats. So any moment, Farooq, we are anticipating. We have placed 2 cameras for our viewers on the foot-over bridge, where we can show the kind of people. We can show our viewers the entire cavalcade moving. We are anticipating there are already hundreds and thousands of people who have gathered at Dholakua, and with the cavalcade joining, which is already going to have some hundreds of people along. This place, I believe Narendra Modi is going to stop, because it is anticipated the kind of BJP supporters that they already have there. They're going to certainly ask Narendra Modi to stop, and let's see if Narendra Modi obliges his supporters here.
He's running against time. He's already delayed. Ashar Khan also on the phone line with us from Gyara Murti. Ashar, tell us what's happening there. Quick update from the ground.
Well, we've seen that local leaders have come here in large numbers. In fact, there are also leaders who stood for the elections of MLA in the concluded assembly elections in December. They're all here. They're all lined up with their supporters. We would have close to 500 people in this small place. I mean, this place is not all that big. It's just bordering the ridge, and it's just next to Rashtrapati Bhavan, where the statue of Gyara Murti is there. Here we are waiting. After Dholakua, this is the next stop where Narendra Modi will cross through. In fact, a little while back, Rajnath Singh, the BJP president, crossed this place. This area in Gyara Murti, there are supporters of the Bharat Swabhiman Trust of Baba Ramdev who are here, and also BJP workers are here. So you can clearly see that there are BJP flags, BJP hoardings which have been put up, while on the other hand there are these other flags of the Bharat Swabhiman Trust which have been put up by supporters of Baba Ramdev who come here out to greet Narendra Modi as he passes through.
Ashar is at Gyara Murti. We're scanning the entire route that Narendra Modi's cavalcade is taking. Those were shots that you saw of him waving to the crowds and actually coming out of the car, his bulletproof vehicle that he's traveling in. That was for a brief moment where he wanted to acknowledge his supporters. He came out showing them the victory sign, and then the car, the entire cavalcade tried to sped along, but it was difficult at the airport since hundreds of Narendra Modi supporters and the BJP supporters, including workers of the party, were present there to welcome the Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi. And after it moved out of the airport premises, the journey has been faster for the cavalcade. All along the way, as you can see on your pictures, are supporters, people, Delhiites who are coming out on the streets acknowledging the man that they have voted for considerably. He has come back with a huge mandate. We have Ashish Maharishi on the phone line with us. Ashish, we're getting information that he should be arriving where you are very soon.
Very true. In fact, I see some police vehicles moving. The police is all on alert, and their police is on both sides of the road. The kind of security arrangement has been made is usually for the Prime Minister. So we obviously know that he's the Prime Minister and he's the Prime Minister designate. And the kind of security arrangements that have been done, Maruk, it is for the incoming Prime Minister. But we also see a huge amount of supporters and party workers, and we still need to see, because he's about to arrive at this place at Dholakua, we still need to see if he's going to stop here. If he stops here, then it is going to be a massive chaos here. And obviously the traffic has been stopped on this road. But again, we just need to see the barricading has been done. The supporters come out of that barricade and try and meet Narendra Modi. Let's see if Narendra Modi stops at this juncture, at this place, because he has been advised, because of security concerns, not to stop. There was a temporary structure, that was constructed in the morning here, but then that was removed. So certainly, any time now we are expecting Narendra Modi to be here, and let's see how things move forward from here, because he's already running out of time.
He's already delayed. We're getting information that he should be arriving in Dholakua soon. This is the entire route and we're getting shots from various points along the route as Narendra Modi is moving along. Some from inside our car, one of the headlines today, vehicles that are moving with the cavalcade.